Greetings. We have a great treat today, and that is perspective from the industry in Portugal. Portugal, of course, has a very rich history in textiles production, but today we are looking toward the future, innovation, new ideas, and the way things are headed. Joining me on today's panel are Casimiro Lemos, who is Key Account Manager at Lasa, Tânia Lima, who's Marketing Manager at Lameirinho, and Pinheiro, who's CEO of Mundotêxtil. Greetings and thank you. I think everyone here is a member of the Home from Portugal Association, which, if you haven't heard of it before, they will be holding their next Home Textiles Week in Guimarães next June. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks, everybody, for joining in today. So let's start out talking about innovation. And Casimiro, how important is innovation to your clients? And everybody says they want innovation, but is it difficult sometimes to get them to try something new?
Innovation is definitely very important for Lasa Group. We have our own department that was created some years ago. Definitely is also extremely important on today's business, and also to go into the main key accounts in new markets and also in nowadays markets, where we are today. We have really make a very big developments centered on sustainability. And very important for us is also to pass the message that the innovation is so important, as I said on the beginning, that we have our own department, and we are also in partnership with a university here in Portugal and with some labs helping us to create this, or let's say to grow on these innovations.
Can you share maybe one or two things you've introduced this year in that line?
Yes, we have created a sheet for babies, which is with the humidity sensor, and it passes a message, a message to a mobile phone of the mother or the father, saying that the sheet is with a lot of humidity, which makes the mother to go and change it if necessary, of course. That's one of our innovations. Another one is that we are creating a duvet with all textile material, and in this duvet we have created for the summer, where it's going to cool down, and in the winter is going to put more heat on the bed. So without electricity, without anything, we are doing these two innovations, which is fantastic, with nice results. Of course, that innovation is very important, but and we want to go for it. We definitely want to go for it. Those two items are already important. But when we present to the customers, they like it, but the buyer is sometimes afraid of the price. And we always make a study, economic study, or we launch something in order to realize how this product is going to be on the market, if it's going to be too expensive, and nobody will touch them. So we also take care about that, the economic part. But even say that, the buyer doesn't want to go for it. And sometimes this makes that the final customer don't have the chance to get this innovative product. So which is not our fault of the companies, textiles companies in Portugal. I am so sorry to say, but sometimes it's the fault of the buyer not take courage and put these new items on the shelves.
So Anna, how's Mundotêxtil approaching innovation, and what are some of the interesting things that you guys have been working on?
So, as Casimiro told, I think that people got not a clear perception about what is textile industry in Portugal. So it's a really old industry, but very innovative. Okay, so if you go to a factory nowadays, and if you haven't visited one since 1990, you can see a towel or a sheet or something be made almost without anybody touching on it. Okay, most of the machines are now digitalized. All the data that you get from the machines can make you work on the process, can make you take all the process and study them in order to make them more efficient. When we develop not only the product, the final product, but we try to achieve new techniques and the new way of making things. And as sometimes the buyer itself, it's not willing to pay for that or taking the risk of doing that, we sometimes try to, to take a part of the product that we have invented or that we have innovated and try to apply it to the product. We also have of course, some partnerships, and it's really important to work with universities, and all the stakeholders are really important on this path we need to do together. So we have worked together with some partnerships and with some foreign institutes in order to bring to the textile business and to the textile industry some of the highest technology that we have around the world. So
do you have an example of something that you've
so we have done, so in the past couple of years we have developed some terry towels that they can regenerate your skin from the burns, for example. Okay, so we have developed that with the medicine university, so we have the patent registered. Basically they have some properties that when they touch your skin in the burn areas, they can regenerate. Okay, so, and we also have the antimicrobial finishing process on the towels. And another thing that actually we will present this September, the Fall Market Week, it's a boost. It's like an energy boost that we give to the towels. While we don't have the vaccine to COVID-19, it's really important, and scientists have told that it's really important that your body is full with all the vitamins and your immunologic system, it's really strong in order to avoid that you get the virus. So we have managed to put that together with an external company on a bathrobe. It's like a boost of vitamin D, vitamin C, and ginger, which is very good for your immunity system.
Tânia, what's Lameirinho working on?
Well, actually, Lameirinho has more than 70 years of history in the textile business, and along the years, we have been always taking care of innovation, because we need to stay, as well as the other companies, one step ahead in terms of presentation of new things in the market. We do have also a research and development team indoors, in-house, and they look at the market together with me marketing and see what are the needs of the market. And I really think, and I do agree with the other companies, it's very difficult for the customer, for our customer, to, as soon as we present the innovation, they grab it and take it to the company. Sometimes it takes a while to do it because of the price issue and because of the risk they don't want to take first. But sometimes I do think that the trigger is the company needs to have beautiful storytelling about innovation. We do have to wrap it around and tell a story to help them sell this to the final consumer. And I really do think that if they believe in the story, if they believe that it's useful for the market, they will be able to sell it as we say it, because we do know the product better than anyone. And if we know how to tell the story of the product, they will do it for sure to their customers. And what we're trying to do at this point is also to help our customer to sell their products. And we try to work as a partnership in this way. Last Ham Textile in January, we presented circular economy. We collect the waste of our products. We're working in cotton, and we try to reintroduce it in the production system, in the production process. And this will help in terms of sustainability. And we did a video to present the project. And I think that helps the customer to see, well, this is a good way to tell the story and to sell the product. So we do believe that in the next 1 year or 2 years, probably they will do this and launch a product in circular economy. So we try our best to help the customer to communicate as well.
Because you sell, all of your companies sell into a variety of markets around the world. And Casimiro, I'll start with you on this. How fast do you find the pace of innovation changing? Are there just a lot of new developments that are coming at you? I'm sure you guys are all being approached by companies that create new textile applications, certainly the antimicrobial, antiviral solutions idea is very popular, things related to sustainability. Is it all happening very quickly, or do you feel like it's happening at a steady pace, the new ideas that you're coming up with?
More and more, I must say that it's getting fast, very, very fast. The demanding of our customers is always asking for something new, not only design, not only qualities, not only organic cotton, PCI cotton, not all this, but something unique. So definitely the innovation is coming very fast and it's happening very fast.
Do you find that different types of markets are looking for different innovations, or is there kind of a common thread as you look around the world?
Different innovation.
Yeah.
Of course, that sustainability is common in all the countries.
Yes.
Recycled cotton, recycled polyester is also common in all these countries. But every I must say that every country wants something different.
I think certainly in the U.S. market, especially from some of the larger retailers who have set some very aggressive goals around sustainability, that's helping to move things along. And Tânia, I'm wondering, I mean, for your company, innovation and sustainability are sort of part of the same package, aren't they?
Yes, of course, of course. We are in the industry, and sustainability for us is very important. Since a long time ago, we have been incorporating in the company a sustainability way of seeing things as an industry. So we do, in terms of the production process, lots of practices where we are sustainable. We wash our waters before going to the municipal tins to be washed again. We do like controls in the factory to see if the noise is too loud for the people that are working. We reuse the waters after washing. We turn into steam to work in our machines. So we do have lots of practice in terms of industry. In terms of products, of course, we have lots of certifications to guarantee to the final consumer that the product they are using is a healthy product. And of course, in terms of research and development, we are always looking to new solutions. As Luzmont said, Mr. Casimiro said, we also are working with the dye stuff in terms of ecological use. And it's working in the same way. Some companies, especially in Europe, we do have some customers that are trying now this kind of solution, and we do hope that they follow this lead and do lots of things in terms of their own brands. We Lameirinho, we are in the business of the private label, but we also do have our own brand. And I think that in the near future, we will try to use some of this research and development that we have in the company in our own brand, just to show what we are capable to do and to launch it in the market.
Okay. And Anna, this is an area that your company has also been aggressive in, correct?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What we're seeing now in the past 1 year or a couple of months is that this is not enough at this stage. So sustainability policies are implemented on the companies. All of the companies now have sustainability. Both because in Europe we have very tight rules and regulation, okay, that we need to follow, of course, and that because our customers that are worldwide spread, they are really strict with that. So all the certifications that both Casimiro and Tânia talked about, certifications of products, of process, of management, of everything. So that's one step. But then we looked at another step, and it was, what will we do with the products we have? So we look at the products outside. So we produce a towel, and now, so the towel is used, the towel is going to the trash, all the waste we have in the factory from the production we have, it's normal to have that. So we started 1 year ago, we started to look inside and to see what we could do with that also, not only on so it's incorporated on our sustainability policies, of course, sustainable policies, of course, but it's more like the circularity that we need to on this world and on the economics, because as we all know, the resources we have are not eternal, so we need to take care of that.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about the circular economy and companies that are really aggressively pursuing that. It feels like there's a big piece missing to me, and that's, you mentioned the towel that's done with. It's getting that towel not to go into the trash, but back to a factory. Still, I mean, there are some programs going on. I just wonder, for all of you, how far along do you feel the home textiles industry has come on circularity, and what are still some of the big things we need to do? When it comes to post-consumer waste, for example, I cannot imagine there is nearly enough available, but I'd like to get your perspective.
We are all doing, the Portuguese companies we are already doing that. It is important, I must say, that when we got the certificates in Portugal, all the Portuguese companies has a really untruth certificate. So Ocotex is definitely Ocotex. We have the GOTS is definitely a GOTS certificate. So we really follow very, very close those rules. The circular is very important, but the world must be aware that sometimes when we want to recycle all our wastage, scratch we have in our companies, is really coming from the scratch of our company and not buying to make a recycled polyester or recycled cotton. We, Portugal, textiles company we take care sustainability very seriously.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it sounds like what you're all saying in terms of the standards, etc., that Portugal, the industry in Portugal, is extremely mindful and forward-looking and really kind of out in the lead on some of these matters. Tânia, you mentioned earlier Heimtextil from last January, and I think you said, was it a recycled collection that you introduced?
Yes, the circular economy is our project. We call it Ecolam because it's ecological, it's sustainable. We collect the waste in the production process in terms of what's cotton, and then we send it to defibrate and to turn into yarns again so that we can use it in new products. And that's important to have this project to sell to our customers, because it will be very important for our customers to feel that this is also important for them to sell to the final consumer. And that's what Casimiro told was true. The mindset of the consumer also must be directed to sustainability. Not only the producers, but also the consumer. The consumer must be very aware of what is sustainability and do in day-to-life activities sustainable things. Mm-hmm. To save water, energy, and everything that will help also the industry and the world to be sustainable. Not only the industry, but also the consumers.
Yeah. And Anna, can you tell me what the Terry Planet initiative is about?
Yeah, so it's a project similar to the one that Lameirinho has. So basically what we have done is we have done the diagnostic inside. It's not easy to look inside and to understand the type and the quantity of wastes that you have during the production. So when we understand that, we understood that, we just made a collaboration with the university. It's called Fibronamics. It's an international department of the university that we have here in the north of Portugal that is specialized in textile and in technical textile. So their approach is really, really good to this type of projects. So basically what we have done is we identified all the wastes that we have, pre-consumer wastes, and we found a way to treat them, or to reprocess them, or to reproduce them, or to incorporate it on our products again. You need to rethink everything. So what you need to redesign the product that you are selling, okay? Because you are producing a product already with the mind that it will be used, it will have a life, it will be recycled, and you will be incorporated again. So you need to rethink everything again. And I can understand that sometimes this is it's really difficult because companies sometimes are scared, because this will change a lot the way we work. You can't do that work alone. It's impossible. But because you need everyone. You need someone, as Casimiro was telling you, you need someone who will recycle all the plastic, all the yarn, because you need to invest a lot in terms of infrastructure, in technology, and even in human resources, because it's not the normal process of doing a towel or a bedsheet or a spreadsheet or something like that. It's something different. But I think we are on the correct path and the correct way, and I really hope that in the near future this will be normal, the new normal.
I'm also curious where digital textile printing plays into this. And Tanya, I think you guys are doing some of that?
Yes, I think that digital is not really the future, is the present. Mm. We are in the digital world already, and because we need to look at the market and the needs of the market. We have lots of digital practice in the company. We had to change the way we printed. We printed in the traditional way. Now we have to print it digitally, because we need to have more flexibilities in terms of minimum quantities. The designs are better each time, so a digital printer don't give you limits to your creativity. So the company invested like 4 or 5 years ago in the digital printer. 1 year after this investment, we had to buy another one. So we had to leave one of our traditional printers, because it's more sustainable to have a digital printer, because we don't have to have so many waste in terms of water, energy. The screens that we had in the traditional printer, they were so big, we have to store them, big costs. So we had to be very aware of what the market needed. So we had to take some actions, and this was an action that was very good, like 4 or 5 years ago. And so we are now selling almost everything, especially in terms of small companies that are starting the business. We are selling digital printing designs, so it's much better for them, and it's much better for the company as well. But digital is not only the process, it's not only the production, it's also the way we communicate, the way that we sell our products, because, you know, the fabrics, it's difficult for you to explain the softness, the touch of the fabric. But if we have like a video or something that will explain the story of that fabric, because there are many things that we can say with images. So digital is always also the way we communicate the products, and we are in the digital era, so we have to do that a lot, and we're doing a lot with our customers.
Casimiro, I see you shaking your head in agreement at what she's saying.
Absolutely. Digital is taking over of a lot of business, but it is, I was shaking, saying yes, yes, because the new normal is changing everything. The new normal, this challenge that the world is facing today, is really important for all of us to innovate. For instance, we are 3 companies here speaking in an open way, telling what it is, our new things. Possibly, if we were in Textile, I will hide my things and not say to Mundotêxtil or to Lameirinho. And here, there we are. We are saying to you, to the market, what we are producing, and not make it a secret. Not saying, I'm not going to say this because I'm afraid. That's the old mentality. Yes. The new normal make us change this in 4 months. And it takes more than 70 years for us to arrive here. For me to say in an open way, I have this sheet of that we have created and innovate. And possibly 2 years ago, I will never say this in front of Mundotêxtil. Possibly I will never say this in front of Lameirinho. That's true. I'm pretty sure that they do agree with me.
Yes.
That's the new normal. New normal means we will go to the market with all the best we can, sustainability, defend the atmosphere, defend the sea, defend our air, defend our lives.
I was wondering, are you guys doing anything with digital yet? On the
We do. We don't have in-house. Actually, we work with Lasa on that. We work with them. So I think that what Tânia and Casimiro said, it's really important. So I believe that we always look at what the markets, because we work with so many markets and with so many countries, we had to look, and not only with our customers, so with the final customer. Okay, we had to look at them and understand what do they want, and they want transparency. Okay, it's not enough now to say, okay, we are sustainable, we have sustainable practices, we are certified. No, they want to go to the internet to look for it and to understand, and to understand where does it come from, what can they do with that, what can it be done with that after they use it. So the new millennials and the new consumers, they want that. And it's our responsibility as a company and as a big part, Portugal is a big part of the textile industry that is one of the biggest industries in the world. It's our, we have that compromise, and it's our responsibility to work together in order to be transparent.
I'm wondering, the impression I'm getting from the 3 of you, because you're all sort of talking about the same sorts of things in the context of the industry in Portugal. I mean, what do you think Portugal as an industry brings to its products and to its potential buyers that people might not get from other countries? Okay.
Yes, okay. Well, actually, we are talking about industries, right? We are all producers here. they're talking about our products. We have the knowledge of the whole process, and we are very stable companies. We have been working for a while in the market. We have been producers for a while. And as you may understand, what we can offer here in Portugal, and when I speak, we speak about the factories, the industry that are stable. I think that when something happens like this COVID-19, we have the ability to support, to help, and to be with our customers. And that's not very easy because we also struggled. We had lots of orders being canceled and delayed, and we had to be stable, and we had to think into the near future and the future ahead. And we had to rethink the strategy and to see how we could be with our customers. And we were strong enough. I believe that all the companies that are here supported our customers, and we are now going into strong production again, because we were a real partner of our customers. And what I think that we can offer is we are reliable, we are trustful, we know what we're doing, we have knowledge. And I do think that it's very important for small customers, big customers, to have some factories or industries working with them as true partners. And I do think that I speak in behalf of Lameirinho and in behalf of the other companies, the Portuguese companies that are producers, that are industries, and that try to be as strong as possible during the years, and to be a real partner to our customers. I think that is the best that we can offer to our customers and to the market.
Are you going to weigh in on that?
Absolutely. What make our industry different, or product different from other countries, is essentially 3 points, 4 points, should I say. As I said also in the beginning, service, quality, innovation, and then comes the price. So for us, the price, at least for Lasa Group, is not the first point. This is the last point to be discussed, because I want to offer something unique. I want to offer something that my customer do not have it. So it is important to transmit that the Portuguese product is well controlled during all the process of the production. We just buy the raw material. Apart from that, yes, we have the spinning, we have dyeing the yarns, we weave, we finish, we do every steps, a terry towel or a sheet in-house. And if we have a problem, we can go back and check where the problem was to avoid this in future. And we will. True. And yes, I am pretty sure that Lasa Group is not the unique doing that in Portugal. I think all of us are taking these actions, and that's what makes the Portuguese textile product different from the other countries.
Elena, what's your perspective on it?
Yeah, I think that we are a reliable country. You know, Portugal is far away more expensive than China, India, and even Turkey. So, and we still are very big. We have very big companies in Portugal. So I think that the approach we have to the markets and that the approach we have to our customers, it's in terms of innovative, differentiated types of products, service, design, new techniques, and the capacity we have to interpretate. And for example, I'm talking about Mundo. We work with 46 countries, okay? And and they have all different tastes. They are in different seasons. They buy different things. And what we try to do is we try to congregate all the information we have so we can offer to each customer a detail, a unique option. You know, so, and I think that that's what they expect from us. beside the fact that we are a reliable country, of course, and that we are in the EU, so we have tight regulations about environment and work and labor laws and everything. So I think that we are pretty flexible in terms of quantities, in terms of delivery dates.
I'm curious, because you all deal with so many markets. Is there is there a trend or two, something that you see that's in another market that the U.S. market hasn't noticed yet that maybe the U.S. market should be paying attention to?
I must say, for instance, that Japan, they use a very, very light towel. Of course, we know that part or a reason of that is because their houses are very small. They don't have too much space to have a 650 grams terry towel or 600 or 800 duvet cover satin thread counts. But also one of their points is to consumption of water. And the very light towel, you can put 10 instead of 2 that you use in the US. So that's something that possibly US is going to look into. That is, do we really need a 650 terry towel, 700 grams terry towel, or a 380 or 350 is enough? Mm-hmm. How much water are we going to save? That's one of the points.
Yeah, good point. Anna, do you have any trends that you see in other countries that you think it might be the wise for the U.S. market to take a look at or try to pursue?
I agree with Casimiro. I think that not all of the countries in the world are already focused on sustainability, even in Europe. So I think that even in Europe, you have a lot of countries that are not focused on that. So I think that mainly things regarding to new fibers, apart from cotton. You have a lot of brands in the US, small brands, startup companies that starting selling on internet, and which concept is completely focused on sustainability, on organic cotton, organic fibers. But the big retailers, they are not, okay? And those big retailers, they are the ones that can achieve most public. So what I think is that big retailers are really focused on price, really focused on luxurious, voluptuous towels. And I think that the world is going to completely another driven direction, as Casimiro said. Light towels, less consumption of water, natural fibers like nettle, for example, that we have presented 1 year ago and that actually we are selling now to Canada. Mm. So nettle, that is it grows wild, doesn't need any water, but not all the countries or not all the markets are used to this type of different fibers. So I think that one of the things is we need to educate the consumer so they can understand and perceive the difference and those new fibers and those new techniques that are appearing on the markets now.
Okay, Tânia?
Well, actually, I do think that after this COVID-19, the trend will be for sure the well-being. It will be for sure a mix between sustainability and well-being, because I think that we took some time, we spent some time at home, we valued our houses, and we really felt, I'm talking about myself as well, I had spent some time at home, of course, and I renewed everything at home, and I really think I love to be at home, but I want to be at home with lots of comfort. And I do agree with Anna, we had to work new fibers, new sensations, the antivirals, antibacterials, everything that makes us feel comfortable. I think that our mindset changed a little bit during this COVID-19, and I do think the well-being will be for sure the trends for the near future.
Certainly sounds like the manufacturers in Portugal are teeing up a lot of very thoughtful, very innovative products to feed into those trends. And I want to thank you all for taking the time to share your perspective and some of your innovations with us. It was really fascinating. Thank you so much.